Welcome back. It's still Morning Rush on Metro Television. I'm smiling because the conversation is really going to be interesting. This morning we have Matthias Bonzo-Ewereko Boateng, who is the IR and Governance and Leadership expert. And this morning we are looking at governance. What's the role? Diplomacy. Sorry, we are looking at diplomacy, the functions, the roles. Where I like to have a passport, and he's been telling us some quite interesting things. That if you have that privileges, you don't get to set your car and do. Matthias, how are you?
I'm okay. Good morning.
It's good to have you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. You're always sparkling on TV.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, guys. It's good to have you though. And this topic, after the show, we'll talk about.
But how does it take one to become a diplomat?
Well, it's a process. You need to be assigned by your state.
Okay.
You need to be assigned by your state. And then, let's say, for example, if you want to be a diplomat, you just can't get up to say you want to be a diplomat. The president will have to assign you to another country. Okay. And that country becomes the receiving state. Okay. And then your country is the sending state. Okay. So, but I mean, diplomacy it's not something that is too scary or unconscious, like my bishop would say. You know, we've always been in diplomat or dealing with diplomacy in our villages. It started from our villages, where envoys or people will be sent from another village to another village to go and deliver a message. Okay. Or people will go to, let's say somebody will leave Nkunya and go to Alavanyo to go and see what's happening in Alavanyo and come back to report in Nkunya. Okay. Do you understand? So this is the olden type of diplomacy. It's always been there. But it became more and more evolved as time went on. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. So many people see it as the second oldest profession. Okay. You understand? Second oldest profession. It's like the second oldest profession that helps sovereign states to negotiate or interact or communicate or do whatever they want to do. So it's not something that is unconscious. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's good. But then let's start with, you've given us some of the functions. I think supposed to like have like maintain some sort of communication between two regions.
It should be two sovereign states.
Two sovereign states. Okay. I was going with the old.
And a lot of people too have tried to define diplomacy. You know, so there are some who says that it is the process of communicating or managing international relations through negotiation. Okay. You understand? Others say it is the management of international relations through negotiation. Okay. And then there's one scholar whose name is Ernest Sato, who says that diplomacy, he views diplomacy as the instrument or the application of intelligence. Okay. Look at the word. Yeah, the application of intelligence and tactics to manage international affairs or international relations between two sovereign states. Okay. So the word is intelligence. So a diplomat must be intelligent and must be on top of issues. Okay. Let's say if you are a diplomat and you have been sent to, let's say, Canada, for instance. Your role is not to sit in Canada and then be bossy. You should know exactly what is happening, because your duty is to report to the nation or the state that sent you to Canada. Okay. You understand? And it's not always to report. You should not always be reporting. I mean, being in another state and be reporting was the idea of Machiavelli. You understand? He was, an astute diplomat and stuff like that. But another French scholar also came to say that, no, it should not only be reporting or sitting there and be reporting. You should be able to negotiate. Okay. So you should also be able to negotiate. So when you go there, your role, you represent, let's say you represent Ghana in another state. Another state, okay. So you represent the president. You are the ear, the eye of the president. Okay. And remember, I said that the Ernest Sato said that you need to, it's the application of intelligence. So let me give you an example. You see the former, I don't know why she's the former, she's still the French ambassador to Ghana, the lady.
Yeah,
former ambassador.
Yes.
And Sophie.
Yes. Okay. You know, she was going to music events. Yes. She was going here. Yeah. She was doing this. She was doing this. Yeah. It is not for nothing. You understand?
Yeah.
One, you do that because maybe you are looking for information.
Okay.
Or you also want to understand the people. You need to understand them because you must report to the sending state, the state that sent you.
Yeah.
So you need to know everything. So basically, that is what it is. And then you should be able to negotiate. The key word is negotiate.
Yeah.
You understand? And then the negotiation, all these things you are doing, it is for the interest of the state that sent you. You understand?
Yeah.
So whatever you are doing is for the interest of the state.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But here, a lot, because of politics, people, when there's a diplomatic issue, people who do not understand it will go, hey, why are you talking plenty. Let me give an example. You know, the president of this republic, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, at a time was at an event, and then he was asked about this gay issue. You understand? And Ghanaians were saying that, oh, he should have said we don't want it. We don't. No, it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
Don't forget, Nana Akufo-Addo has been a foreign minister before.
True.
He's been a diplomat before.
True.
So he understands this game.
Yeah.
So when the lady asked her the question, the lady was looking for an answer to suit her interest.
True.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But because our president understood this game,
he negotiates.
He gave a very simple answer that, well,
an intelligent answer.
You need to apply, it's a tactic, you need to apply intelligence.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten there yet. And we know that Ghana is not ready. But if Ghana is ready and there's a lot of agitations, we might, do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's a diplomatic way of handling issues.
You just don't say it as it is. You try to add some level of intelligence.
Yes.
And
then another example, you see Kamala Harris came to Ghana.
True.
She went to African countries, giving money, and then, you know what she's looking for? They're pushing the interests of the US.
Okay.
Because they realize that the China and then Russia are taking over Africa.
Yeah.
So they had to use
coming.
Yes. So I mean, these are the
little things that involve diplomacy. Okay.
So in our own space, if you've got issues with people, you know, when as individuals, sometimes say, oh, be diplomatic about it. Like if I tell you, Charlie, make you not talk complain to you, talk on some way, be diplomatic about it. So, I mean, even with that, there's a sort of understanding of what diplomacy is. Now,
so that is the idea of the theory of Canard Richelieu.
Okay.
He says that diplomacy should be a continuous negotiation instead of brute force.
Okay.
I mean, he's a French scholar. He's a diplomat. So, I mean, he was the de facto leader of France. You understand? The de facto leader of France. So, his view was that diplomacy should be continuous negotiation. So, you see, when you have a problem with your friend, you people are quarreling or fighting, somebody comes and says, oh, be diplomatic about it. You can also say that you can even use Richelieu's name. So, I mean, let's go the Richelieu's way. You understand? Let's talk. Maybe it is like you chasing a woman. You understand? You go, I mean, but you keep going. You keep trying to see that, yes, sometimes use the tactics or the intelligence. Don't forget that the definition of and Sato told us that you need the application of intelligence and tactics. So when you look, even when you want to, I mean, lure a lady, you understand? Even she's refusing, you still using it. Sometimes you say, oh, you buy her something. I mean, these are
add on to it. So in this case, where two sovereign states are disagreeing on certain things, how should it be done really to maintain the diplomatic ties between those two states?
Okay, so I wouldn't go far. Let's take what happened between Ghana and the Ivory Coast, the maritime, the dispute that we had. Okay, so Cote d'Ivoire or the leaders in Abidjan will not jump straight to come to the president, to come to Ghana to say they want to talk to the president direct. They will first speak to the representative of Ghana in
their
Cote d'Ivoire.
Do
you understand? So whilst our representative in La Cote d'Ivoire is doing a negotiation with the Ivorian leaders, the representative of La Cote d'Ivoire in Ghana is doing a negotiation of the Ivorian with the Ghanaian leaders here. So at the end of the day, that is what we still come to the continuous negotiation. And so it's dialogue, it's tactics. I mean, intelligence. But whatever you are doing should be in your interest. So the fact that we were having issue with our sea borders, and then I speak in Zima, and then somebody also in Cote d'Ivoire speaks in Zima. So if the two of us are diplomats and we meet, you understand? The fact that you speak the same language will play a role.
True.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because I want to persuade you.
To understand.
Yes, but so in my persuasion, it's not for my interest, but it's for the interest of the state. So let me bring it down again for you to understand. So, excuse me, let's use Christianity. Do you understand? Let's have two kingdoms, the world and then the kingdom of heaven. So Jesus came as a diplomat. Do you understand? As a diplomat.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So persuading us, negotiating with us, the interest that Jesus was looking for is not for him, but the kingdom of God, the Father. That's why he said, it is not of me, but for the Father.
Okay.
So it is to bring it down for you to understand how this diplomacy thing works.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So basically that is
so
it.
that's how it works in crisis management. So if you just tuned in,
Yeah.
we're talking about diplomacy with Matthias Boateng. And my next question is, what are the benefits of all this?
The benefits are many. I mean, I don't know whether I want to know the benefits of diplomacy or the benefits of a diplomat.
Both of them.
So you need to draw the line of demarcation between these two.
So let's begin with diplomacy. I mean, for two countries,
Yes.
the benefits of having good diplomatic ties.
Yes.
And then we'll go to
A perfect example. Another perfect example of having good diplomatic ties with other nations will have to do this with this IMF money that came in.
Okay.
You understand? So diplomacy played a very important role. You know, when people were agitating and saying that the finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta should resign, do you understand? You know, because of politics, people were jumping on it. He should resign. But the diplomat, the president of the nation, came to say that, listen, let him finish what he's doing. Because he's at the front of a negotiation.
Yeah.
He's negotiating. Don't forget, he has to speak to China. He has to speak to the people of Paris Club. He has to speak to other nations that, I mean, we owed money for them to understand to come to our aid. You understand? So people who do not understand diplomacy and are too much politically inclined and everything they see it as politics will not understand that statement the president made. But anybody who sits behind and understands diplomacy and international relations will know exactly where the president was going with that statement that he made. So today, we have some of the money. Today, our IMF team has been approved. So this is some of the benefits of diplomacy. Now, a diplomat is somebody that negotiates or stands between two sovereign states.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Now, for you to become a diplomat, one, like I told you, your state will have to send you.
Yeah.
But before you go, before the president gives you a letter like this, put a letter in your hand, negotiations has gone on between him and the other state.
Okay.
Because the other state can refuse you. The other state can refuse. They can refuse to accept you as a diplomat or as a consular or as an ambassador.
Why?
Yes, it is for them to accept. It is for you to appoint, and it is for them to accept. Because we know we have a constitution that governs this whole diplomacy and diplomatic thing, which is the Vienna Convention.
Okay.
So you have the 1961 Vienna Convention, and then came to 1963. So there are rules and regulations. Do you understand? So when you are appointed like this, some of the benefits is that the embassy or the premises is immune. Do you understand? Nobody can just enter that embassy for anything.
Okay.
You understand? You are being protected. One, when you get to the airport, I mean, things that the hassle and bust that people will go through, you will not go through it. So when you go to airport, any airport, you see that they've written diplomats. You understand?
Yeah.
Ghanaian citizens, other citizens, and then there are diplomats. A diplomat should not join the
queue.
Yes, even if you are a Ghanaian and then you come to Ghana and then you see the list, the Ghana Ghana citizens, you need to use the diplomatic.
Okay.
So these are some of the benefits.
Okay.
It facilitates.
Wow.
Now, your car, the car you drive is immune. You can drive your car, but nobody can search your car. Nobody can stop your car or search it. Even if you are...
Like a police officer.
That person can't stop your car. It is the Constitution, which is the Vienna Convention. Says
but you know, some people go to hotels and they have to search the cars before they enter. That one today.
No. If you are on an official
duty. Okay.
Because if you are on official duty, you use the official car.
Okay.
Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
It should be an unofficial duty.
Okay.
Now, there are a lot of benefits. You understand? But there are also problems. You know, every good thing has a
bad side.
So let's look at the premises of the embassy or the consular or the consulate cannot be evaded. You understand? You see, it is good, but look at the bad side of it. You know, Jamal Khashoggi, the journalist who was killed in Istanbul, in Turkey. You understand? It is his own embassy, his own people that killed him. You understand? But it was the murder took place at the embassy of his country, which is Saudi Arabia. You understand? The embassy of this country. So the embassy of his country was in Turkey, Istanbul, in Turkey. But the authorities, the Turkish authorities, would not have entered that, even if they knew what was happening. They can't enter. You understand? Because of what the Vienna Convention says. I think it's Article 32, 33 thereabout.
Because in that space, it's the sovereign.
You understand?
Okay.
Unless authority is given by the ambassador or the consul of that
to enter.
Okay. You understand? So a lot of people are making noise. That's why people are saying that, well, Turkey has concealed information. Turkey did not come in to help. But even if Turkey had information, it is their duty to protect the Saudis.
Yeah.
That is what the convention says. So people are also calling for a review
of some of
that.
Things.
So imagine that I am here. I know that this guy is slapping me left and right. Do you understand? It's normally, with the normal sense, I have to come and help.
True.
But until you give me authority, I'll just cross my hands and then be watching, beating you. And then later you come and then make noise about it.
Okay.
Wow.
So these are some of you. So there are good sides and
there's the bad side to it also.
Yeah.
You understand? So I mean, basically that's it.
If you are affiliated to like a political party or anything, how does the appointment come? How can the president, let's say, appoint Matthias as the diplomat? Does it come as a political appointment, or there's a constitution that appoints it's a national appointment? No,
it is the prerogative of the president.
Okay. So it's political.
Yeah, it could be political, it could be non-political.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So imagine, let's say that Ibn Chambers, Mohammed Ibn Chambers. Yeah. Okay, there was an appointment, I've forgotten, but there's an appointment for him, and both NDC and NPP agreed and then sent him.
Okay.
So we realized that it was non-political.
Yeah.
When the president came, he appointed, I think, the PNC, Edward Mahama, as the ambassador at large.
Okay.
You understand? He could go anywhere.
Okay.
So that is an appointment.
So even though it's not like the same political party.
Yes, so it is the prerogative of the president. Okay. Today, if the president comes and he looks at you and says, listen, I see you on TV, I think you can be a good negotiator. You understand? He would appoint you.
Okay.
Because the whole essence of this appointment is to the interest.
It's for the benefit of the state.
Bring good things to Ghana.
To the country.
You know? So if I see good things in you, I would appoint you.
Yeah.
For instance, the president has appointed a former newscaster at GBC. Do you understand? I appointed her. She's the ambassador. I think she's in, is it Turkey?
Yeah, I think I remember the place.
Yeah, she's in Turkey.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay.
She's in, and then another thing. At least I'll have to say it for all of our people who are watching us.
Okay.
If you are a Ghanaian, anywhere you travel or wherever you go, make sure you look for the embassy of Ghana in that state.
Okay.
Very, very important. I'll give you another example. You know when I mean, may his soul rest in peace. I'm not bringing back the sorrows of the family, but for the purpose of this. You know what, Chris said, the earthquake happened in Turkey.
Yeah.
A lot of the ambassador came to say that, oh, we've accounted for all Ghanaians. You understand? We have no Ghanaian has lost his life. Meanwhile, Achu was somewhere.
Yeah.
The fact that you are a Ghanaian and you are in another state and you do not go to the embassy to be recognized, they don't count you. Okay. I mean, get it clear.
Okay.
They will not count you. So for her, when she said that we have counted for all Ghanaians, it means that all Ghanaians on her list.
On her list, okay.
So even if Achu was alive, and then even if Achu was here, and then there's another Ghanaian here, and both of them are trapped under something, if she has the name of that Kofi on her list, she will save Kofi before going to Achu.
Yeah, because he has been registered.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it is important that anywhere you go, make sure you look for your embassy. You've realized that before the Nigerian election, where Tinubu won, America issued a warning to all its citizens in Nigeria to say that, okay, those who are not on their list should come and register. Let them know that you are here. And also they are advising that people should not travel to Nigeria until
the election
is gone. Yeah. Biden did not sit there to take the decision. The decision came from the representative in Nigeria, because you are there, you are the eye, the nose, the ear of the country.
Yeah.
So when you look at the security situation, then you report and then decisions will be taken on it. So they will take decisions on your advice.
Yeah.
Like for example, in Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah, you know our foreign policy to what happened when we went to, is it Congo? What is it, Zaire, today's Zaire? Because Patrice Lumumba, the issue, I mean, so because of time, I will not enter into those things, but let's look at the surface of it. If another time we can
go into
deeper.
Details,
So basically, these are some of the things that international relations
is all about.
Yeah, it's not only for the diplomats, but for you also as a citizen in another country. Do you understand? So another benefit, this is not for the diplomats, but for other people. Let's say I'm in America, do you understand? And then I have a problem, and the American police is running after me. As soon as I enter the embassy, I'm not in America, I'm in Ghana.
I think I've seen that in movies. True, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I'm not in America, I'm in Ghana. You understand?
Yeah.
So, I mean, people make fun of it. You know, they go to the American embassy and then they buzz it. So, once I'm in room, they're America back.
I've been to America and I'm back.
So, you understand?
Okay.
So, I mean, it's a very beautiful thing. If you understand it, it's beautiful and it's nice. Do you understand? And as a diplomat, you know, I told you about the definition of SATO, NS-SATO, where it says you need to apply intelligence and tactics. As a diplomat, sometimes you will go to an event where there are a lot of big people, you understand, and then they will sell plenty food. Plenty food. Chicken, fish. I mean, just a binti. They will serve it. Your duty or your role there is not to eat. Even though it's been served. Your duty is not to eat.
As a diplomat?
Yes, your duty is not to eat. And then your duty is not to be intoxicated.
Okay.
Why they'll serve you wine, champagne, all these things. You understand? They are all tactics.
Okay.
Interesting.
So if you don't know, you've seen the buffet, you've seen all this.
You start eating.
You eat, you're there, chop. But things are going on behind the scenes. You understand? And sometimes they can even send somebody to you. And it is done in diplomacy. They can send somebody to you. Let's say I'm looking for an information for the interest of my state, and I see that challenge, you are being difficult. This is, I'll go look for some nice girl, nice girl. That I see that this one it will be difficult for you to resist. You understand? And then we will travel with her, not for anything, no, but we are coming purposely because of you. We will travel with her.
Okay.
You understand? And then the rule is that when you go, look at these people. You understand? You look at these people, talk to them.
Yeah.
But these people too are not stupid. These ladies, excuse me, are not stupid.
Yeah.
Very smart, very
intelligent. They are to
intelligent.
apply intelligence.
You understand? So these are some of the things that goes on.
Okay.
You understand?
All right.
Interesting. We've learned a lot this morning.
I think I posted this movie, Fuba, as I was watching.
But there's a movie too I think we should watch. It's called Rules of Engagement.
Okay.
Rules.
It's a foreign movie.
Yeah, it's by Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay.
If you look at if you watch that movie, you understand a lot about diplomacy. And as a diplomat, you know there are certain things you represent. Yeah. You represent the symbol of your state. You represent the symbol of your state. I mean that has to do with presentation, and then it should be legal.
Okay.
I mean your presence there should be legal. You understand? That's why the symbols have to do with the building, the crest, the logo, the national flag. So in rules of engagement, they were at a battlefield, and the American flag was still flying, and people were shooting at the American flag. But because you represent the state, the nation of America, and you represent the symbol and everything that has to do with America, it is your duty to remove the flag.
Oh, okay.
Even at war. Okay. Remove the flag.
Yeah. I think it happened in even this movie, Olympus Has Fallen.
Well, yes.
It happened in that movie.
I mean, these are all things, diplomacy and diplomatic things.
I think before we started the interview, we were showing the movie. I think it has to do with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. Okay.
You understand?
We have to watch.
So even if you go to, even if there's two nations at war, and then the military people come in, you understand? Their first duty is to evacuate the ambassador. Yeah. That's their primary duty, to evacuate the ambassador. If that building is under attack, no, you evacuate
the ambassador is the representative of the states.
And then even before you. So there's another funny one. You know, during the Ivorian crisis, when President Mills was in power, I mean, people were saying that he should send people there. He should send people there. And President Mills said, "Oh, Ziru Fiase." President Mills did not just say Ziru Fiase. People in politics were saying, "They're pushing him. He should go." They were already Ghanaian military down there.
Yeah.
In Ivory Coast. You understand?
True.
So he had information that the situation was coming under control. So there was
the citizens they were not.
Yeah, they were not. Send someone. President Mills said, "Oh, Ziru Fiase." It became a topic. People said, "Oh, because they don't understand." You understand? But he had received information from them.
That everything is under control.
You understand? So you know, anything that goes bad in Côte d'Ivoire, Togo, Burkina Faso, we Ghana will suffer. We will suffer badly.
They are neighboring.
Yeah, because we can run to them, they can run to us. But if we say we are going back, where are you running to? We're going to the sea. You know, so I mean, President Kufuor understood this. So when he came to power, when his first visit was to Togo, Côte d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso. He made sure he had good understanding with his neighboring people, even before he went outside. So diplomacy is a very beautiful thing, and that's
okay.
Matthias, thank you very much for the education this morning on diplomacy. I mean, it's been very, very insightful, and we are grateful to have you here. I mean, we'll have a different conversation on international relations, leadership, and everything. That's even though this one is your expertise, we'll delve into your field. It will be an honor to have you here.
Okay. It will be a pleasure to be here too.
Okay. Thank you very much.